Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Stu and this is Crazy Castle for Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic. You have inherited a large castle. Your job is to convert it into a small theme park. Your objective to have at least 1,500 guests in your park at the end of October year 4 for park rating of at least 600. So quite a large scenario then. It's one of the longest we've played so far with 4 years, and 1,500 guests is probably the highest goal that we've had so far. So we've got quite a lot of land on the right hand side and the back of the castle, but it is going to be tricky to get to that land. We've got a decent amount of space on the front, and if we look here, we've got a lot of land we can purchase on the side as well. I don't know if we will though. Let's have a look. 75. Wow, that's expensive. Okay, so we've got free admission. So we're going to be charging for the rides. I think the first thing we want to do, looking at the complicated paths on the inside of the castle, is put down a couple of no entry signs there. Let's have a look. I think I did see a couple of guests on the inside. Yeah, there you go. There's one there and one up on there. So they'll eventually find their way back to the exit. That's fine. Let's have a look to see what we've got. Then we've got transport rides. We've got very good selection of gentle rides. We've got a decent selection of coasters to begin with, some thrill rides, some water rides, lots of shops, kiosks, toilets. Those are the main things. So I think let's put our research into thrill rides, because just like I did when I first played it, I think we're going to concentrate on the front. So what we'll do is we'll put a path down here and down here running along. And then we'll fill the back of the path then with flat rides. And then once we've got a decent amount of guests in the park, we can put down a simple placeholder coaster in order to get a load of cash in and then go from there. So I think that's a good idea from where we're going to start. Let's crack on. May year 1, so we've got some shops down, we've got Spiral Slide, Merry-Go-Round, Crooked House and a Twist just down there. Still more space to put rides there and loads of space on the other side. 235 guests, so it's more than enough to put down a coaster, especially a simple junior coaster like this. So it's called Ramparts. Decent stats on that, enough to be able to charge £10 a go. Very simple design. Eventually we are going to extend it, having it perhaps going around the castle, and who knows, if we unlock something better, maybe we'll replace the coaster as well. But for nowsies, this is fine, although I have had a problem with the scenery. Watch now, nothing, all walls exactly where they should be, rotate it. Oh look, a wall in the middle of nowhere, just up there. So yeah, okay, so I'm going to crack on. I think we're off to a decent start. The more rides we put down, the more guests we're going to get coming in, and then eventually then we are going to go in. No, eventually we are going to go and build into the castle. July year 1, 600 guests in the park. We've got the front of the park filled, well, at least up until the part where I'd need to terraform if I want to build any more. So you've got an Enterprise, great starts on that. We can charge £5 a go. I've got my 6x6 helicopter ride just down there that's broken down, top spin, and then we've added a maze and a dodgems on the other side as well. So that's pretty cool. We've opened up the castle. I've got rid of the paths leading up to the rampart, so guests won't be able to get lost and stuck up there. I've got a roto drop in this tower just there. High stats, so we're able to charge £5. Could easily charge 10, but I figure 5 is more than enough for now. I was going to put one each in these front towers, but I've got some pathing underground from the coaster, so that would interfere with it. So I didn't bother doing that. But if I'd have thought, I would have probably done the pathing differently to start with. Yes, we're still researching thrill rides. We got a good selection coming out now, more than enough to be cracking on with. I figure I'm going to add maybe some path loops on the inside. I got rid of some of the other pathing that was on the inside. I'll probably get rid of this one at the back as well. Got rid of a little bit of scenery that was here as well. I'm thinking this would be a good station for maybe a log flume or something, since there's a lot of water out the back. But yeah, let's crack on. Maybe another simple, cheap and cheerful coaster, and then we can start developing the rest of the castle. October, year one, and as I said, another simple, cheap and cheerful coaster. So this one is called Squire. Comes up just down around there, back and around to the station. Let's look at the stats. Decent enough, charging £5 a go. Guests are loving it. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Got a path loop there. We've redone this now. Rejigged the scenery slightly, and then at the back, then we're in the middle of building a log flume. So I'm going to have it probably coming down here, down the water, and then back to the start there. I think if the station building wasn't so complicated, I would do the exit and then have quite a long bit of track go into the entrance. That way then there's always an empty boat waiting for the guests coming on. But the station's so fiddly that the more I build, the more I'm at risk of deleting bits of scenery, and I'm going to have to rebuild them. But yeah, it's pretty good. Loads of sex. We're going to have to hire some more staff. I'll probably zone them at the moment, but eventually, once the money's rolling in, I will drop a load down free range. But yeah, we're doing really well. I think for now, I'm going to put my research into roller coasters, see what we get coming out. Because we're going to have a nice bit of space on the inside. Plus, we want to see if there's something better we can replace that junior coaster with. But yeah, doing well so far. What do we need? 800 guests. We should be fine. October year 2, 1,100 guests in the park, 500 to go then. So we've got a spiral coaster just down here. It's called Plague Doctor. So obviously it takes you up, drops you down, a few ups and downs, twists and turns, and back to the station. Decent stats on that. And then we've got the log flume at the back here. Oh, we have named that. Okay. So decent stats. We're running 31 boats on there, which is the maximum. So this staggered drop then, that counts as one drop. Because there's no, it's going straight, it comes down, then it flattens off, then goes straight down again. If there was an extra flat tile in there, then it would be broken up, but it's one continuous drop. So we've got 8 drops there. So there's one just at the start before the lift, and then there's another one, then a few more, and then the last one there. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. Got a little path around the back leading up, and a few pirate ships here, as if there's like a dock or something like that at the back. And then we've got a launch tower just there. So this is the Tower of Light, and this one over here is the Terror Tower. And then we've got another spiral slide just there, and around it we've got Virginia Reel. Haven't named it. We will, don't worry. And so decent stats, £5 a go on that. We're making tons of cash each month. Got the loan down to 3,000. We can pay that off. There you go. No problems. Kiosk and toilets on corners and major junctions. Putting a few shops down as well. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're still researching coasters, so I think we'll be fine. Only 500 guests. No, 400 now, isn't it? Only 400 guests, so we should be fine. So let's just carry on filling out this area and see how well we can do. October year 3, less than 1,100 guests in the park, so we're not doing as well as we were. But look, we've got a flawless coaster, so that's a positive. So we've replaced the junior coaster with a flawless coaster, and then extended it around, so it comes down, drops down, little corkscrew just down there, very long chain left, then it drops down into the inverted top hat we've just seen, little interaction with the log flume, little barrel roll, some twists and turns, giant cobra roll over there, another little loop, and then back to the station as well. So initially it came back, it was a little over the 10 for the intensity, so we just got rid of the final barrel roll that was over here, and another drop that was there, and then it's back, it's fine now. Guests loving that. So we've still got to charge it at £5 because obviously we are struggling with guest numbers. So inside then we've got corkscrew just down here. So we've got the smaller of the two Cobra rolls and then the larger one obviously outside the castle. We've got a go-kart interacting with the corkscrew. So let's have a look. This is a Dragoch, so that's red dragon in Welsh, which obviously every castle needs. And then we've got a mini coaster or a mini roller coaster over here. What do they call? Well, the mouse, that's it, called the Mouse Knight. Decent stats on that. Have we named this one? Yep. No, we haven't. I will name it. I will, I promise. Yeah, adding a few trees and a bit of scenery down. Chucked a mini golf course in by there just because we had a little bit of space. And there's another one just over there with a little food court area as well. So I'll have to add these mini golf courses at some point. I've got them. I have to add them as a download pack. So what I did, I created, when I was bored one day, I created just one simple little golf hole in each style, like that. So I'll have to add them as a quick download. Yeah, so we're doing, I would say we're doing all right. Financially, we're doing great. I mean, look at that. So I figure what we're going to have to do then, we're researching shops because this scenario originally came from Rollercoaster Tycoon 2, which introduced cash machines. So I'm hoping that this scenario has got a cash machine. Failing that, we can shoot for some of the easier awards. So I'll pop up a graphic on screen just to show you what ones we can shoot for. So we can spam a load of toilet stuff, that sort of thing. Make sure all the paths are clean, put some bins down, etc. Try and win some of the easier awards. That should boost our numbers. Reduce the prices on everything. So flat rides we can put down to maybe £1 or free. Roller coasters £5. Umbrellas we can bring down. We've been charging £20 a go. We can bring the umbrellas down to £3 a go. Hopefully that'll save us some cash. At the moment at 20, so bring them down to 3. I think they'll still give us like £1 profit or something. But yeah, so failing that, if we get into like August, September, and we're still failing, well, I don't know. Maybe we can advertise or something, but I don't want to. But we'll see what happens. May year 4, 1,123 guests in the park, and we've just unlocked the cash machine. So we're going to start plonking these down on major corners and one at the front of the park and junctions and things like that. And hopefully that'll be enough to save us. Because it's like I always say, a guest in the park is worth 2 in the bush. No, wait, hang on, that's not it. October year 4, and we've got almost 1,900 guests in the park. I wasn't worried. Were you worried? Yeah, all we had to do was put down a cash machine. So, for example, we've got one just there. And look, loads of guests are using it. 59 have used that one. On the inside, we got that one. 51 have used that one. So, yeah, as you can see, where would marketing be? Marketing would be the third from bottom. So I haven't advertised. Otherwise, there would be something in there. Yeah, all it was just the cash machine. As soon as we put the cash machine down, rather than guests leaving, they were just getting more cash out and staying in the park longer. And then once that happened, then we were getting more guests coming into the park than we had leaving. So the guest numbers rocketed. Let's have a look at the graph. There you go. So the moment we put down the cash machine, when was that? What was that? That was August, was it? May. That was May. Yeah. So that was the flat part, and then it just started going up and up. Yeah. So if we'd have researched shops at the very beginning, which I usually do for the first year, we'd probably have unlocked that early on, put one down, and wouldn't have had any issues at all. I remember the first time we played through, we did have issues with guest numbers. So we probably didn't have a cash machine at that point. I think at that one I did reduce all the coasters down to like £1. I think that was the one where we did loads of the mouse coasters. Yeah, we had about 12 on the inside or something like that. So yeah, I think the park's turned out all right. So we'll have a brief tour then. So outside then, this is like the sort of the village, all the poor people on the outside. This is where they live, on the little town, etc. The market town outside. Then we've got the coaster going around the outside called Rampart Rampage. Rampant Ramparts. That would have been better, wouldn't it? Oh well, too late now. Good stats on that. Only charging a $5 though, so that's great. On the inside then, we still haven't named it. I thought I had. Cauldron, like as if we've got a witch or something. And then we've got, nope, that's first aid room. We've got a Dragoch, Welsh the Red Dragon, and we've got the Plague Doctor, the Spiral Coaster, and we've got the Log Flume, which we never named. That's the thing. I've been so busy, I've forgotten to do a lot of the little things. But I think the park's turned out all right. It's one of those deceptive ones where you think, oh, it's 4 years, you've got plenty of time. But once you get down to it, it's never plenty of time at all. In fact, it's hard. It's never really enough. I think if we'd have had the cash machine to begin with, we'd have probably had the goal by the end of maybe year 2. And we could have taken our time with the final 2 years, and the place probably would have looked better. But I think it looks all right as it is. It's just a shame about the rain. Raining on my parade, maybe? I don't know. But, yeah, so let's hurry her along. Maybe fast forward until we get... Oh, there you go. And the sun is coming out. Ready for us to finish. Here you go. Pretty cool. I have got balloons down. Lots of different colours. So they are going to let them go. There we go. 2,000 guests. Wow. And if you think back, when I came back in May to show that we've unlocked the cash machine, we only had just over 1,100 guests. So what's that? 5 months, we've done 900 guests. Wow. The power of a cash machine. Fantastic. Yeah, so that was pretty cool then. So this is Crazy Castle. I've been Stu. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.